Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and here we are. These are two journals from my my storage trunk in my coffee table in my living room. And, oh, I gotta plug in my computer, hang on. It's telling me it's getting low. Okay, here you go. Have a little juice, buddy. Okay, so I wanted to give you a little tour of these two journals. I haven't looked in these in forever, but I really loved making them. They were a lot of fun. I believe I made them out of just some cardboard from cereal boxes, food boxes, things like that. But the easy concept, we should do this again. It's a very simple concept of just painting the covers white and then stenciling them. This one I just stenciled with regular, it was a gray ink. And this one I used some type of a greeny brown ink, but then I put some glitter, probably stickles on it, if you can see the glitter on top. That was fun. So there's a lot of fun ways you can do this. This one I did an exposed spine, meaning you can see the strings that hold the signatures in through the spine of the journal. And this one I covered. It was probably also an exposed spine, I'm trying to guess. And then I covered it with a pretty piece of ribbon style lace, so it looks like a hidden spine. So now well, I guess it is technically a hidden spine now. They're just pretty close in size. Okay, so let's take a peek at this one first. This is one with the exposed spine. So just different stencils on the back. Very easy to do. What did I hand paint or spray paint these? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I see brush marks. So this must have been, it was probably like an acrylic paint that I used. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. And I did covered the inside. And remember, these are the ones that I keep myself. I don't sell because I like to see my own history of how I made things. And they're not perfect. They're not ready for, they're not saleable because there's little issues, a lot of little issues in these. As I was learning the craft, my little issues showed, but that was okay. So I lined these in some paper and put looks like a fourple pocket here, a quadruple pocket, with just fun little things. A little picture. This is a cute little picture. Isn't that cute? That's just so cute, isn't it? Probably two sisters on an upside down boat on the seas. I just love those old black and white photos. I'm going to put this up in front. I just think it's so cool. Here's a stenciled page. It was very, now as you can see, this was before my chunky monkey time. So you can change your style, you're allowed. And here's like no, what is this? Is this anything? No, it's just a glue down thing. Tiny little things I glued down just for fun, just to give it eye appeal, I guess. Here's a little, you've probably seen these books. It's a wraparound I did. Things like life lessons, something like that. I've learned that I'm slightly suspicious of people who fill their offices with awards and pictures of their family. There you go. Okay, so stuff like that. Just fun little things that you come across in life that you might want to tuck in a junk journal. And they get tucked. And then they're fun for somebody else to explore and find if they're ever perusing through. Like I've just surprised myself with something that I put in there years ago. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Here's some brochure printer paper. Some college rule paper that was coffee dyed, some scrapbook paper. Was that glued down? Yeah, that's glued down. Just a little mini collage of something. Here's a page from a field guide. Here's an old book from Ireland. Must have had a tear in it, so I repaired it with washi tape. That's a good way to repair those. You might have to use a little glue on top to get it to stick, but it does well. Here's a field guide. Looks like an insect book. This is just a little removable. I wasn't really excited about this side of the scrapbook paper, so I decided to use the white side and just stamp a rubber stamp on it, and that way the person can put this anywhere they want, glue it down possibly. You can even turn it into a pocket or a tuck if they wanted. Here's some good old, this is fun to do if you haven't done that before, but you get tracing paper and you coffee dye it, and it just gets extra crunchy and it has a great sound to it. This is one of those Tim Holtz people. And there's the middle of the first signature, and I just use this pretty flowers field guide in there. Here's just a little, what is this? I don't know what this is. It's a little, this opens up, it's a little part of a story, I guess. I just inked to add there. You know, it's kind of interesting when you go back and look at what you did, because you forget, trust me. More often these days. Here's a woodpecker field guide page. That's kind of cool. And what's this little guy? Another wraparound. Oh, I probably made a card. I made a little card, and I thought maybe somebody could use that to write a note to somebody, as we do with cards. That needed explanation, right? I know, like you didn't know what a card was for. It's a little handmade greeting card. I'm not really an aficionado at greeting cards, but I do like to make them, and they're fun. Handmade cards are fun to tuck in junk journals because they're useful. Magnets, bookmarks, fun things like that people can pull out and use in other ways. I don't know what that is. Just a pretty piece of paper. Oh, here's a little poem, and I sewed around it just for fun. So you can do it, and I put tabs in this one. This one says, what's that say? Note, wishes, ideas, and journal. There might be one in the beginning too, possibly. Nope, didn't get that far. Okay, so you can get these little things that you can punch out, or you can just make your own. They're very easy to make. Pretty stenciling here. Eagle page. This is some kind of different textured paper. Shiny on one side, flat on the other. And it was just really interesting what I used to do. So here's like a free random floating thing. We have no idea why. We'll just maybe tuck you back there. You probably lost your paper clip. Yeah, whatever I had little pictures of, I would add stickers. I don't know. It was just random, and it was just fun. So I went with it. And I encourage you to explore and just see what you feel like doing one day. Grab a bunch of papers. Make some signatures. Here's a little... I call this a hangover because it hangs over the top, and it's just a little extra place for writing. I just one little sticker on it, an extra piece of paper, some kind of parchment paper that I coffee dyed, it looks like at some point, and just used it. I call this a hangover when you hang it over the top of a page, and you can either let it sit there and stay there forever due to gravity, or you can come along and super secure it if you can ever pick up your paper clip and put it there. That's good. Now I do see I had a ribbon tie that must have run through the middle of the front cover and the back cover, but it tore at some point. So apparently I no longer have that, or I have it. It's just in two pieces. So integrity of your ribbons and threads and yarns and twines. Check them. Pull on them really hard before you commit to using them, because some will fall apart if they're degraded. Here's a little handmade drawing. I had some blue squares of paper, and I just grabbed one of those white gel markers and doodled. Put it in here. It's something fun to do, to add. Cute little girl. You can also do the hangover. It can be a hang under. It can come from the bottom. It can go from the bottom too. We are not limited in our possibilities. This was one of those transfer the image onto the material you have it printed on a piece of paper. I think you put it down and you wet it. Now there's glue involved somewhere. I can't remember the exact process, but once it gets all wet and everything, and then the paper is here, the white paper, then you start rolling and all the white paper comes off and it leaves the image on the actual fabric. So if you want to do something cool like that, that is a fun thing to do. There's videos on that, and I think I did it once, can't remember, on a video. So it's out there. Transfer a photocopied image onto fabric, I think might be a good place to Google, or YouTube. Yeah, cute little fun things. This is just regular paper and stamped, rubber stamped with something. Very fun. Oh, here's one of those what is this, like a corner flopper or something? Okay, it's like an interesting folded piece of paper. That's kind of cool. And it wraps around the corner of a page, which is very fun. There we go. And you really don't need anything to clip it on, but I did. I had to get some bigger paper clips. That's what I'm in need of. Somebody write that down. That would be you, Pam. Okay. More science, some old, more book page, more crinkle paper. Just fun little things that were lots of hangovers in here. Here's an old ad where Lee Home Office steel storage cabinets were $12.85 each. Well, that was a good deal back then. And I don't know what this is. Just odd little things that I collaged. I mean, I just stuck things on there. Just this piece of paper. I mean, no rhyme or reason. Don't know what I was thinking, but it was fun. I could tell you it was fun. That's why it ended up in here. So there you go. And just more papers. And we have a little collage. Oh, and I took some gesso and rubbed over that. I remember that was fun. I do remember doing that vaguely. It's very vague. Barely remember it, but I think I do. This I took a pretty piece of scrapbook paper and then I just stuck some random book page on it and tucked it in here for some reason. Don't know why. Oh, here's an old Victorian trade card. These are beautiful. They're just beautiful images on there. They were designed to be collectibles. Sometimes advertisers would put their story on the back, and sometimes not. Sometimes they just came plain. But you could collect them. Maybe this would come in a product, and then you would save it and put it in your Victorian scrapbook. This is some type of parchment paper that I stamped on. That's cool. And these little guys again, just trying to see. Okay, there's a paper ruffle, just for fun. Things don't always have to have a purpose. Art on the wall doesn't always have a purpose. It just hangs there and looks good or provokes thought. Oh, that's cool. That's an imprint of a leaf on some type of paper. That's cool, very cool. Just a little mini, I guess that's a bookmark, you could call it, sewn around, very easy to make. Another little bookmark. Can never have too many bookmarks. And there's a cute little, just like all these little tearaway notebooks, just odd little pieces of paper sewn together when you have your scraps, little embellishment, and then people can tear pieces of this off and decorate their journal any way they like. It's kind of fun, inspirational piece for them to play with. And it's just something that's so simple, a piece of paper that's torn that just has a little ribbon stapled at the top. Just something fun. Could also be a bookmark. Oh, and we have another one of these. So if you don't know what to put on your inside covers, you can always make these little pockets and layer them, and then you have multi things in here for which you can place little oddball things. So that is number 1. Now we're going to roll over to number 2. Now this one apparently is still intact, the sewing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signatures, a hidden spine, stenciling, and glitter glue, which is probably stickles. I can't see it that well in the camera, but it really is shiny here in real life. And undo that. And this went in between the sandwich inside, so there you go. This little dangle thing, that's pretty. A paper clip dangling from what? Oh, no, I'm sorry, a safety pin dangling from a paper clip. Okay, so you can do that, yeah. And just keep going with the little dangle things. I use old broken jewelry, beads, little pieces of lace. Kind of fun. Let's see what we tucked in here. I always like to see what I did on the inside covers. Always, I forget. So this has cheesecloth over a piece of scrapbook paper, I think, or maybe magazine paper. Here's just a little folded embossed piece of paper. Nothing fancy about it. What is it? Did I make it into a little? I did. I made a little pocket. How cute is that? See, I totally forgot about doing stuff like this. That's why it's fun to kind of keep this stuff. Here's an old tea-dyed probably piece of note paper. So here your envelope and your note paper tucked in here. I don't know why this is here. We'll just put it there. Okay, Ex Libris. This book belongs to an old Pepto-Bismol ad. That's kind of cool. Only 89 cents. That's right. Solve all your problems. Yep. Cure in a bottle. Old sewing, knitting instructions. These are cool. Just little mini notebooks, just a couple pieces, just for a quick note to yourself. Fun way to use up scraps. I just sewed the edge, and that held everything together. Very fun to me. I should make some more stuff like that. Let's put that out. Handy. Very handy. Fun for mask making, maybe on a craft chat Friday. Oh, here's a nice little altered paper clip. And it's made out of fabric and paper, sewn around with gold thread. When I could get gold thread to sew correctly on a gold paper clip. Isn't that cool? And then that can adhere something here one day. Alrighty. And what else do we have here? Oh, it's just some pictures from books. There. And here's an insect card. The mosquito and everything you wanted to know. So fun collectible cards are fun to add in your junk journals as well. Here's another little handmade journal card. And some days you can just sit down and make a bunch of very simple journal cards. This is from an old book. That might, no, this is actually napkin on just a regular piece of probably the first page of a book, one of those older books, and just stapled a little ribbon to the top, and then you've got a really pretty little antiqued already journal card. Let's stick this on the side, might be better. Okay, some old books related to, let me just go a little closer, you can see better. Airplanes. I remember that airplane book. I liked it. A lot of schematics and things. Oh, look at that. Didn't check that very well. Here's another little pocket. Just some wax paper with some cutouts on it. Another ad. Just a little corner decoration. Here's a recipe. Those are fun to collect. Nice to use. What on earth is this? Oh, this was a weird thing I made. I think that's alcohol ink on foil, if I remember correctly. And then I liked the piece, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I turned it into a little place for a journal card, and it says, "You must be present to win." There you go. For whatever that means, you must be present to win. All right, here's a, did this stick, or did I, oh no, I got it, okay, it's out. An old library card. And here's an old Victorian calling card, very cool. And just, these must have been random little, just squares that I decorated and turned them into pockets. So yeah, I mean, you can collage and have fun and do things in so many different ways in a junk journal. Just let your imagination run free and run wild. A pretty little paper clip. That's pretty. A little applique. I like that. Yeah, totally. A lot of collage going on here. I was using up bits and bops and just having fun. There was random fun. I can feel the fun oozing out of the pages. These are some of my favorite books, actually. Oh, here's a little handmade envelope out of just a book. It looks like newspaper or something. In the way I fold, I wonder how I folded that to do that. I just folded it up somehow. Somehow I folded that, but I figured it out at some point. And here's just a little random torn piece of paper turned into a weird little journal card of some sort. The fun never ends. You know what I mean? It's just more things to do with paper than you can shake a stick at. Yeah, it's fun looking at it. This is very inspirational to me. I mean, I hope it's interesting for you, but to see your own journey and see what you did. This looks like it was a belly band, so it goes all the way through. And just cut out some pretty pieces. Oh, I rubber stamped on the back of this scrapbook paper. And here's another little bookmark or book card. Book card. No, it's a bookmark, Pam. And just tuck that in there. Because we can. Yeah. All right. What else we got? Or the aviation book. Yeah, I was, I guess, all into the belly bands. I was discovering belly band world. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, yeah, I obviously didn't go through here and check too much. I can put something in there. You don't have to put something in every pocket. That's not a rule. No, it's just if you want to, you can. Or you don't have to. You can leave it be. Here's some washi tape. Looks like a big, oh, this was a little bag. Oh, I'm totally out of bags. I should get some more bags. Sewing, random sewing with collage, very fun. I think I cut up some pages and used those to wrap the signatures individually and then used those as signature covers. That's kind of an optional thing. You can make a thicker page be at the cover for a signature to more define that signature. Not mandatory, but certainly fun. Oh, here's a cool picture of some nurses. They're awesome, aren't they? Look at, I love that. That's just a beautiful, timeless piece. Sideways, side pockets. Very fun to make, very fun to do. Okay, a little piece of lace, some stamps, library catalog card. Here's an old receipt. Oh gosh, I keep forgetting to tell you. There's a FUNDLE special going on right now. If you buy a FUNDLE, you will get a triple bonus added automatically without any code or coupon needed. Just go into my Etsy shop and buy a FUNDLE in May of 2023, and you will automatically receive a 396-year-old book page, an authentic one, a real one, not a photocopy or a scan. And also you will get a Victorian card and a vintage ticket automatically included with your order. So there you go. If you would like to have something special like that to feel, touch, share, enjoy, we're doing that through May of 2020. I'm doing that through May of 2023. The sleeveless pullover, that's right. When it's so chilly you want something knitted pulled over, but so hot you can't have sleeves. Yes, I always thought those were interesting outfits. Kind of a cool little crinkly piece here. This is just one of those tearaway notebooks of random pieces of paper put together. They can be used as a little notebook or to tear away and glue other places. Little collages yourself. These are fun to, if you get these alteration tags, those are neat. Just reminiscing of the days gone by. Little poems. What are you? Come on. Oh, come on, Bart. Oh, ow, oh, ow, ow. And no, you're stuck forever. Okay, we'll have to fix you. Okay, we did. Okay. Oh Lord. It is important to go through and, yeah, this is what happens when you get too excited about decorating your junk journal. And this is something I learned along the way. This is probably why this journal would never be sold, because so many things are stuck in, and I didn't think about that at the time. But I learned as I went, it's important to, and there's some that I sell that there's stuff that's still stuck, but I do my best to make sure everything is not stuck at this point. So this is kind of just a fun little flap thing, and just some spritzing with inks and dyes. I think that's probably coffee dye I sprayed on there, and then a little fold up, and this little pocket thing. That's kind of cool. Okay. I think that's a library card holder pocket. You can buy those in bulk. These are fun if you have the negatives from your punches and then just sew them on and just do random fun things. Just run amok. Very cute. Totally cuteness. Cutie, cute, cute. Here's a little collaged journal card thing out of, looks like some kind of file. It looks like a library card, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Decon, I think that was like for rats and mice, wasn't it? Yeah, ready to mix or pellets. Decon, yeah. Rats, yeah. Anybody remember decon for rats? Yeah, probably the rats. Yeah. Dictionary page, always fun to use in junk journals. Well, other ledgers, we can rob from those and put them in our junk journals. Somebody asked me the other night, why do you tear apart books to make books? That was a good question. Okay, I can't do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, I'm totally destroying whatever it is. Oh, it was some kind of pocket. Oh, I'll have to repair that. Yeah, you should probably look to see what you're tearing apart before you tear it apart, because you may have intended it to be that way. Yep, that happens. Okay, this is stuck. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is a little, oh, this comes right off. What is this? Okay, pretty little image. Just a little note, something with a pocket and a little tuck on the back. That's cute. Look at, that was fun. See, I don't remember stuff like that. Okay. Here we go. Little side pockets. I need to make a bunch of these. These are fun. Somebody remind me. Those are so handy to have and easy to make. Look how pretty that is. Just a little picture with a poem sewn around. You know, that came from those little books. You ever see like little tiny books of quotes and poems and stuff? Those are fun to use for junk journals because they're easy to fit in pockets and tucks and things like that. That's another little tearaway notebook. Always fun to make with the tearaway notebooks. More journal cards. Oh, here's a pretty little Victorian trade card. So here's an example of one that has writing on the back. And that's the way they would advertise back then, and they would get you to save these because you love the pictures so much. And I have an old Victorian scrapbook. I should give you a tour of that sometime because that's an interesting thing. And you can find them sometimes around. Not always easy to find, but they're out there. Oh, okay, that's all right. Yeah, is that okay? Everything's okay? Yeah, there we go. Now we're all unglued. A few stamps in here in a little cellophane glassine envelope. Very nice. And here's a little drawing of a rose, just on some dark paper with a white gel pen. Very fun. So you never know what you're sitting around doing, right? You know, it could be anything. Are we stuck? Oh, we're totally stuck in here. Look at that. Yeah. No. Okay, so this is not just me, right? This has happened to others because we get overzealous. Oh, okay, they were free. All right. And usually you can free it, and if it tears, you repair it, or you stick something over it, cover it up, put a little embellishment on it, and carry on. That's what we do. Yep. Because sometimes we get excited, overly excited, and we just do these. Oh, here's a little yoga bunny. It's one of my little drawings. That was just, I guess, mountain pose with hands to heart, and just in front of the sun. Yeah, look, I forgot I drew him. And here's another one of those. And here's the end page. Stuck back here. Oh, that's nice. The big finale stuck picture. Okay, more collage. And here's what's this little, oh, this is interesting. So we have a little leftover piece. You could use it as a topper, like I did. Just gluing things. Something got stuck on there. But another pockets in the back, more pockets. And that is that little book. So just giving you ideas of different ways you can decorate books, make books. These books, let me show you, they're thin, but they're strong. So I probably layered up a couple layers of maybe cereal box or food box. Some kind of, some type of chipboard that looked like it needed to be had some fun had with it. So, you know, you can make things like that for gift giving or for yourself. They make great Christmas presents, birthday gifts, fun things to give pet sitters, family, friends, you name it. There's possibilities there. So, Sunshine, are you up for a pup date? You are? Well, come on over. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I know you have a pup date. You want to tell everybody? Yes, I'm very excited. Okay. You sound a lot like me. You have to get your own voice. Hi, everybody. It's Sunshine. I have a big pup date. I want you to know I had a visit from a friend. I had a visit from a friend. His name was Baxter, and he came over, and he's kind of like me, but he's bigger, and he's woollier and furrier, and he has a really nice mom who's a good friend of my mom, and they talked, and they chatted. They discussed life and the world and everything in the middle while Baxter and I were coochie-cooed. Yes, we were coochie-cooed. That's a very official dog term when we're getting serious snugglage. And it was quality time, well spent, and we loved it. The only thing that was missing was chicken. Now, that would have made it the most perfect experience ever in the universe. But it was pretty darn good. I can't complain. It was excellent cuddlage and snugglage. So there you go, folks. Happy crafting. Carry on. We go from here. Okay. Thank you, Sunshine. You're a little rocket tonight. He was so happy to have a little visitor. It was great. And so was I. We were both very appreciative. They came over to visit. So I hope you had fun. Remember the FUNDLE special. Just buy a FUNDLE in May of 2023, and you will automatically get the triple bonus. Remember, there is an authentic 396-year-old book page in there. And so if you're a collector, a historian, or you just want to feel a really old book page and show it to your friends and family, I got you covered. If you want a copy of the front page that the book came from, look in my community tab on my YouTube channel homepage, and you'll see a picture of it there that you can probably print out somewhere if you're some master techno wizard person, and that way you can have a copy of that to go with it to show the year 1627 that the book came from. Very cool. And I think it's a theological academic book, because it says Theologia Academia on it and something like that. So that's where I got that from. And also, I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. You get a free digital image emailed every month. Just sign up for that. The links are down below my videos. You also get a checklist of supplies, a note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. I tuck those in the front of my junk journals to explain how to use it and what it is. And I also have podcasts, which are audio. I know, who would listen to an audio podcast on junk journals? Well, apparently some of you do, so thank you very much. I appreciate that. We discuss junk journals, paper crafting, life of a crafter, and answering crafty questions. I also have video podcasts, which are available on Spotify to watch any old time you like. And Etsy, I have journals and bundles and kits when they're ready. I have printable downloads, which are called Digikits, over 200 now, from birds, Victorian, dragonflies, you name it, all sorts of themed things. Very easy to make. Pockets, tucks, journal cards, things like that for your junk journals. If you don't like to print yourself, I have a print and mail service. It's a one flat fee, and you get 10 Digikits printed. That means 50 printed pages, because there's 5 pages each, and then I print those on lightweight cardstock for you, and I mail those to you. So just buy the print to mail option, and you do not need to buy each individual Digikit, but you do need to send me the names of the Digikits. So send me the first 2 or 3 words through Etsy message or to pam@thepaporoutpost.com. And then I also have an Amazon shop if you're looking for favorite tools and supplies that you see me use here on the Paper Outpost. I try and put links to them there. They do help my channel, but you do not pay more for the items for using my links. So thank you very much for your support. And I have a t-shirt shop. If you like the phrase "create with reckless abandon" or "everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise," you can get that on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, zip hoodie, mug tote, or water bottle. And you can find me on social media on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. Come and join our Facebook group. We're doing weekly and monthly challenges over there and also see what you guys make from these videos. And also, most of all, remember that fun can be simple. And create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time.